Oh, hey, beast. Yeah. Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on the video. Buckle up and I'll try and keep this episode close to that 40-minute mark. So yeah, we finally got it out. Brought it down here just to realize that I forgot to fill it up with diesel to use the steam to dig it out, but turns out I didn't need the steam to blow this part out. I don't know if it was just silt or gravel or maybe some bits of shale were down in it, so the jet managed to push it all the way out. So you can't really see that, but she's going. So now that that's clear, now we work our way back uphill. So this will sit and drain away, and so yeah, this is our little system here. So I only fill this tank halfway full. I know it's overkill, but it's the only tank I have. So I put 400 gallons in it, and that keeps me going for most of the projects. You like the wooden wheel? Yeah. I haven't had time to go and get another tire and tube for it, so I just made a spacer up so it won't fall over. Yeah, that's how redneck I am. Immigrant redneck. Maybe that's what the channel should have been called. So, remind me tomorrow, I gotta take one of the lines that I need back to Redferns because I'd forgotten this one sprung a leak at the end of last year. So, let me see if I can do this in real time. The nice thing is I can leave this out here tonight because it's not supposed to freeze tonight. So this is the mole. So that's the part that you buy. Just that little part right there. So it's got one main jet, which is like a quarter. See if I can do this. Why is it not picking that up? That's weird. Well, you can get it close enough. So there's a main jet there. And then on the back side, there's smaller jets. There's 3 or 4, I can't remember. So those are propulsion jets, and that's the digging jet. So yeah, you sort of wangle it what direction you want to go, and then you let it literally pull the hose with you. Now when you're running with just cold water, you kind of have to help it, but when you're running steam to it, it will cut its way through shale and everything. So yeah, go and check another pipe. You're honestly gassed out. Is that what you're doing? With your nose. Buddy, it's in your eyes. Things have escalated. What have I done? Where do all the parts go? I don't know what to do. Anyway, so, update. So I have now talked to a fine young fellow at, I think it's called SMS Equipment in Winnipeg. Because between Winnipeg and then dealing with Alberta, it's hard to get parts for these. So we've been emailing back and forward. He's been sending me the breakdown sheets of these machines and asking me to pick out the parts that I want. Specifically, I sent him the VIN number for this machine. So between the VIN number and Japanese writing all over this machine, we ran out of time today because me and the boss lady were at the accountants for a good part of the afternoon doing all that great stuff. We might be able to make it one more year, you never know. Anyway, so Monday I'm going to get back in contact with the guy. We now know the parts that we need. So between those O-rings and then the little silver bullet shaped thing that goes up and down inside the smaller of the two O-rings that the joysticks sit on. So we're replacing the O-rings and we're replacing that silver bullet part. Because any of the ones online, they said that if the silver bullet part is not shiny anymore, it's probably just going to half the life of the O-ring, and they all pretty well look the same. You see the top part is shiny, and then you see the next part is not shiny. Well, that means it doesn't go slip-de-slew. So yeah, that's set there, and then that's set there. The other part, I don't know, maybe I'm just impatient because what they called for was to get one of the special tools and undo the wires, the pins from the plug-in and slip them through. Well, in true Piper Doug fashion, just cut the wires, make sure you leave enough space to splice them back together, and make sure you do a good enough job of wrapping them. Because there's actually a lot of room inside the boot for those wires, and there's a lot of slack. So I've just done the same on both sides. I cut them back far enough that I can splice them back together and have at her. Yes, I am kind of going further on this. That light's shining on you. because it's such a blinking mess in there. So I'm going to wash down what I can, especially when it comes around the plugins. So I'm going to take the whole dash apart because this is absolutely manking. And that's the fuse block there. And look at the state of that. Bad design on the skid steer company to have the electronics right below the hydraulic joysticks, which are the first main part to wear out on these machines. But I get a good sneaking suspicion I'm not the first person that's been in here, because this bolt was missing, and then that bolt there, as you can see, this side panel is still on, that one's gone. Because that bolt has been stripped out, ground down, messed with, and it's down there below a wire. So I've got to try and come up with a plan to get that off, to get this plate off, to get all of this cleaned up, pull the wires back, clean up the connectors, wash it down as best I can. Because I want to get the most of it out, and then, like I've talked about before, get it somewhere and then degrease it and wash it with all the belly pans off. Because I'm thinking once I get these O-rings and stuff replaced and all that stuff fixed, we shouldn't have any more of this happening again. Because this is a 5,000 hour machine. It's not terribly old, but it's still getting up there. I don't think we'll need to do these O-rings again anytime soon. So that's the plan. We'll bring you back. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where you've got to. We've had 2 babies in the last day, so that's us up over 70 now. That's good, yeah. Anyway, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's best to get the last check done. And there we have the rare sighting of the red yard devil. She's doing her grader job. I've got the municipal, the deputy reeve of the municipality grading my yard. So when she's got it leveled out, then there's the high roads right by the back of the tractor. The old 91 quad, brand new battery, gave a whole new lease on life. Yeah. Okay, get about the chores. And there you have it, folks. 72nd cow to calve. Our first set of twins. 72 cows in, and that's us having twins. We don't have a lot of twins. I think the most we ever had in 1 year was 3 sets out of 110, 120 animals. But that second one there that's standing, that was just born. The other baby was born about an hour and a half ago, but that one there is maybe 50, 55 pounds at the most. Just a tiny wee toy. It's a girl. The one laying down is a boy. So we've got a free martin, or as they call in the old country, a Jenny Wallock. So yeah, we'll see if Mum's gonna do both of them. If not, we'll pull the little one away from her. But we're gonna leave her in here for a couple of days, and then we might just run her and then across to the other pen and not put them in with the big gen pot, because that would be tough for Mum and twins in a big group like this until this big group goes out to the pastures. Kind of cool. That's us back to 100% calving rate. So here comes Superstar and Bowie. So come and see what we're doing. We got the orange catastrophe here. So, still ice. What are we doing? Well, this whole segment across the middle of the pen, it's like a big massive tea bag. So the bedding is really doing no purpose except holding water back and not letting the ice that's still under some parts of it. See there? That's all. It's not much, but so you can see here. Back there is fine, but here, because we put a lot of shale in here, but we basically got it back to flat. So we got to get it back to having ridge going down the middle of the pen. So what I'm going to do is out to about here, pile this up, because this is where the bedding is going to get piled down, what you've seen in last year's videos. So I'm going to take, not so much over here, but just this spot here, back to that drain, put it up here too, and that'll let this drain out. Once it's sort of slowed down draining, then I'll come back in and bed it again. Hey superstar. Hey sweet girl. So yeah, like I said, this bedding's not doing any good, it's just holding water. The baby health is doing really, really well right now. The diatomaceous earth is really knocking on its head. But these pockets are just, you've got to rule it out. So, the last little bit, that drain is still not free, all the rest of them are free. So, I'm going to push this up, let it drain, and then it come back there. I'll pump it over across to here, because I've still got a bit round the corner there I can pump over. And then we should be good. Hey Ty! Hey sweet girl! Yeah. Oh, and the calves love to climb. Oh my gosh, do they ever love to climb. Hey Leia. Who's your girl? Yeah. Oh yeah, Leia. You like the scratches? Oh yeah. Hi Bowie. Oh, sharking. Oh, sharking. Oh, baby shark, ding 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 ding, prairie shark, ding 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 ding, land shark, ding ding. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get to work. Sorry, sweetie. So yeah, here's my little cleaning station. Can of gasoline, and then all of the panels, all of the parts, dirty fuel, more parts, cleaning tub, new fuel. So I'm hoping I'm going to do like a before and after here, and it'll be like so fantastic and it'll be hardly believable. Like, oh my gosh, Piper Doug, you did such a good job. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's absolutely full of oil. All of the connections, everything is just absolutely mock it. So yeah, gotta take it all apart. Hey Jiggers. Hey sweet girl. Hey darling. And then there's Shadow. Hey sweetie. Hiya. So yeah, here we go, the next day. So this is all part that we repaired last year. We put about 2+ feet of shale in through this whole area. We put about 3 feet back there, so that brought it back to level, because you can see there's still water kind of sitting there. So what I'll end up doing is just coming in here and scratching a couple of channels to get the surface water out of here. Today we'll put bales in, and then we'll just blow straw where the straw still is, because that seems to be like higher spots. And that'll let this dry out. Yeah, not just the calves like to climb, so do the youngsters. Who's this? Hi Pugsley. It's her baby girl right there. Anyway, so yeah, so as it's draining out off of these different areas, it's coming to here. So I'm just leapfrogging the pump again. And yeah, that should really help get us. But here's a funny one, and it's just, hey Ruby, that I've just kind of realized. This camera is kind of weird again. Sorry. Oh, Ruby's trying to help with her tail. How's your girl? Squirrel. One thing I've realized, and I've noticed this from years going by, is stop playing with the cow, Douglas. Before when calves would ever get like icky tummies. Hey Casper. Hey sweet girl. I know, stop touching the cows, Doug. when calves would get icky tummies, they would quite often go and stand in the puddles and drink it because it made them, like that one there, because that's one of the new ones. It seemed like the dirty water, because it was ice cold, would make their tummy feel better. Now that they have access to the diatomaceous earth, they don't crave it as much. So it seems to have like a double effect. The diatomaceous earth helps them withstand sore stomachs, but it actually doesn't make them crave drinking the stuff that makes their stomachs sore to begin with. Because like when you Google diatomaceous earth, there is no active medical agent in it. Hey boo. So that's the ironic part. It's basically like an antacid, as from what I can gather. I don't know if I showed already the new bags that we got. So I filled this tub a couple of days ago, and that's how far down we already are. So yeah. And oh, what the heck was it? 23 kilograms is $58. So considering what it does, that's blinking great. Another baby born today, so I think we're at 74. 74 cows have calved. We have 74 babies. So you know, though one cow lost her baby, that one right there in the middle of the screen. So yeah, slowly getting back on track after our low spot. Anyway, I'm gonna put the food out, get the bales ready so the boss lady can gate boss me, and get these guys fed and then bedded. And today is the boss lady's brother, my brother from another mother, his birthday, so we're gonna head into the city for some birthday grub and actually have some time away from the farm. Isn't that right, Pugsley baby? Yeah. Anyway, let's get on. Hi, Sager. Oh, and I think I forgot. Oh yeah, there's the new baby. Mum and twins. As you'll notice, twins is a singular. No, nothing bad happened. I don't know if I covered this. The little female, the Free Martin. Yeah, we took her away, and she's now living up in the one of the pens up in the first timers corral. Yeah, that sort of it seems to be everybody says the same thing. If you have twins, don't leave them with the cow. It usually takes a lot of the cow. It takes a special kind of cow that can feed twins and do it well. It's not worth the trial. So that's the boy with mom, and she didn't really notice we took the other twin away. And because it was kind of wimpy, we don't think the twin would have done well anyway. So the twin will be on bottle for a while. If we need it, it's there. If not, it'll just stay on the bottle. We'll just keep it around because you never know, we might need an extra calf. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, first twin, 72 cows, and yeah. Okay, so here's our little micro twin. Hey, wee sweetie. So, see, she's 2 days old today. So she might be over 50 pounds now. I haven't actually weighed her, but she is tiny. Like, she's barely as tall as the mineral tub. Like I said, her brother isn't much bigger, but he is bigger. So yeah, we tried her on a mix of powdered milk and colostrum powder. She wasn't as fond of that, so I put her back on the colostrum today, and she just knocked, how much did I put in that? 2.5 pints. So she gets fed first thing in the morning, Mrs. Piper Doug. And we just fed her now, and she'll get fed later on tonight. So that way she'll end up with a whole bottle in her, but That's actually the fastest I've seen her move, so maybe that was the key. Maybe she needs colostrum for a couple of days. Because she is tiny, like there's... Maybe her wee system's just not ready for normal dried milk. But yeah, just a wee tot. So yeah, she'll stay in here for a few days, away from the herd. And then she'll go back, she'll go out here. We'll keep bottling her though. And if she steals from some of the kind mummies, that's all right too. But yeah, she's just a tiny tot. But yeah, number 75 cow calf just happened up there, so I'm gonna go and check on that. See you later, wee tot.
Hi. I want more of that stuff, please.
Oh, well, it's just a windy day today, by the way. Anyway, so now that the yard is starting to free up, I can actually start roaming around and giving the cows a little bit of selection on their bales. So that is first cut from the silage field. So there's a bit of volunteer mustard in that, and it was cut nice. So it does have good food value, but it's very sticky. And that's not sticky as in postage stamp, that's sticky as in sticks. So I'm going to get them some of second cuts from a couple of different fields where it's more leafy. So I'm going to throw that into the mix and start spelling it off. But why I stopped here was when I was out stacking bales for some of the customers, to show people from other parts of the world what happens to bales up here in Kazakhstan. Yes, these are the thinnest bales we've ever made. So no, you move the bales and you sit them up on their ends to melt all the ice off of the net wrap when they've been sitting on their flats over there in groups. And then you get one of those thaws and freezes, and then you get this and that, where you start to actually lose a few percent of the actual bale mass stuck to the ground. So yeah, one of the lovely jobs I have to do, me being me and Liam when he comes home, is at some point we're going to go around and pick up all this net wrap, because I cannot abide somewhere that has net wrap just lays around all over the place. So we will come in here and we will pick up all this net wrap, gather it up, and we will take it to the recycling pile. And then we will we'll push up and fork up all of this hay into either the poop spreader or just the buckets. And we will take it out to the field and drop it on the ground, and then the animals can just pick through it, because there is still a fair bit of food in that. So yes, I'm Scottish and I'm proud. Never you mind. Mind your business. Oh yeah, in case anybody didn't realize, this old 97 still works just dandy. The main reason that you don't see it in more videos, mainly, is because I don't actually need it all the time. Summertime is nice, just to sort of run around the farm, but I can put a license on it if I want to. But the one main problem with the truck I still haven't got fixed is it has a dead short, and its suspect is talking in the frame rail, the wiring harness that goes to the back end of the truck. There's something wrong in the back end. I have pulled, as you can see, I've pulled a bunch of fuses out, which has helped, but it's still, if you park it for very long, it goes dead, and there's good batteries on this. So yeah, you throw the charger on, it starts right up. So once in a while I start it up, drive it around. As you can see, I have the welder in the back of this truck right now because I have the water tank in the other one. So like I said, this truck will be used sort of a maintenance vehicle around the yard. But at some point we will do a thorough check over. Maybe some point, if there's a company that does manufacture dash pads, I can get a new pad for this, because I hate that. It's the big downfall about Ford interiors. That, the seat, and the driver's door panel. But considering it says here it has 340,000 kilometers, it's actually 440,000 kilometers, because this actually went over 400,000 and then the 4 clicked back to 3 sometime between 420 and 430,000 kilometers. It clicked back to 3 for some reason. So yeah, it is what it is. But I've been told if I ever sell this, both my kids will never speak to me again, so there's that. They love these old trucks. Anyway, gonna park it out of the way so we can get the parking area raked with the quad. And well, here's the first. It is April the 15th. And here's our ravine. The water is well within the stream banks. And as you can see, there's very little sign that it was ever out of the stream banks. Even on some of the drier years in the last 3 years, 3 years ago and last year were very dry. This still overflowed come melt. It has not overflowed at all yet. They are saying that there's some big snow banks, big snow amounts up north that are still to come down. But yeah, this is definitely one of the firsts for me. So yeah, she could be a little thin this year. But we're gonna get ready to bring the cows out here this coming week in the next video. At some point, this new fence is gonna go in here, so this will be completely calf-proof. And yeah, it'll be nice to see the mummies and babies out on the ground here. I'll put them out here for a little while, like I said in a previous video or previous clip. We'll put them out here for a little while, just so they can eat whatever does come up. But before they stomp it down too much, we'll move them on to the other paddock and then let this rest up so we can get it plowed, which I'm hoping will be happening in the next month or so. So look forward to that. So unless anything happens in the rest of the day, today is Monday, I hope you all have a good week. Thank you for watching. And yeah, hopefully this week's supposed to be colder, supposed to be hovering around about 0, chances of rain, chances of snow, which is to be expected middle of April. I mean, you can see there's still a big puddle in the middle of the field, but that always happens. So yeah, hope to see you again next week. Get outside. Teddy bye. Dang gophers. And of course, now it's raining. It's the hour clock from the machine. Bad, Doug. Bad, Piper Doug. Put it back. Oh yeah, before we go. The younger of my 2 older brothers, so his wife just got her PhD in teaching or something. So yeah, congratulations to them. I'm sure it was a team effort. Oh my gosh, enough already. I just drook it. Glad I didn't do any bedding today, that's for sure. Hey Marky. So we got 2 babies. That's yesterday, Monday. So yeah, 2 babies Monday. And there's about 4 more cows in this pen that are right close. So one of them is Joker. Right there, standing up. So hey squeaky cheeks. Okay, I'm really going this time. See you guys.